Yeah, just one of those nights when I just feel
Dave, how good did those threes feel in
felt great. I missed my first four, I think, in the game. I just felt good to see the ball go through the hoop in a big moment like that.
Early, did you feel like you guys were getting good looks and just wasn't falling, or were you not happy with the offense you guys were getting?
Yeah, I think we were getting good looks. Myself, I rushed a couple early, but just stayed confident throughout the game. Kept shooting the ball.
Marcquise, what were they doing late in regulation? It seemed like they were denying you the ball. It seemed like you weren't getting a lot of touches going in the overtime.
Yeah, they put a bigger defender on BJ King and just try to limit my touches as much as possible.
Marcquise, did you feel like when you picked Snyder's pocket there and went down and got that layup that this was going to be y'all's guys' night?
Yeah. We just had to shuffle defensively down the stretch. You know, Coach got one of us in the media. Said we had to tighten up our defense to win this game.
Gabe, go ahead, Trevor.
Gabe, y'all had so many close losses last season. You had been able to grit out a couple of close wins in the ACC here the last couple of games. How important is that to show that you can win those tight games this season?
Yeah, it's been huge. Over the years, it's been frustrating being in those games, but now finally we won one of these close games now, and just showing the maturity we've shown and grown throughout the years.
Gabe, when you look at the way that Marcquise is playing this year compared to years past, what's the biggest difference that you see?
It's just more opportunity. He just still Marcquise Reed, just the same aggressiveness he showed throughout the years. He's had more opportunity this year.
Gabe, is this the type of game where you weren't shooting it well early as a team, scrappy, overtime game? Is this the type of game you would have lost maybe last year, do you feel?
Maybe. I feel like last year maybe we would have been more so worried about our offense instead of digging in defensively. Because against Louisville, they run a crazy matchup in the zone, so it's going to be an ugly game. And the good thing Coach always talks about being able to win in the 80s and also in the 50s and 60s.
Marcquise, do you think it's an advantage when you're in these close games to have such a deep backcourt the way you do, so many ball handlers who are able to make free throws?
Yeah, I think that's a good advantage for us. We got the guys that can bring the ball up 1 through 4. And then when you're in a close game like that, especially at home and the crowd on your side, it just gives everybody on the court a lot of confidence.
Gabe, much more free-flowing as the offense this year. A couple of those threes you had were the product of seemed like really good ball.
Yeah, we just trust each other out there. In the past, I mean, JV was a great player, and the ball kind of stuck with him because a lot of things ran through him. But now, especially having Dante at the floor, that somebody can come off ball screens and do more, it makes it easier on us as well.
Gabe, I think our average margin of victory is something like 15 or 16 points. Mentally, what does it take to win these games that are decided by single digits?
Just maturity and knowing that we're going to have to win them on the defensive end. And that's one thing I think we've done this year is bought in defensively and knowing that's what it takes to win.
Is there, like I think somebody asked you, you had a pretty slow shooting night to start as a team. Is there ever a point where you guys come together and say, okay, we just have to keep chucking or we have to adjust our game plan?
I'm going to keep shooting. If my teammates trust me, they're going to throw me the ball. If I'm open, I'm going to shoot it.
Gabe, was there any thought or anything in your head about all those close games that went by the wayside last year, or is that slate been like completely clean?
Nah, we try not to talk about last year as much. Just focus on our team now. It's a different team, different older guys. Just focus on now.
Are you guys feeling the grind of, you played last couple of games, 30, 40-plus minutes for both of you guys? I mean, it's something where you guys feel like maybe you'll have to conserve a little bit down the stretch as the ACC play continues?
Yeah, I think we just got to continue to take care of our bodies, get in there and train them every day, and just stay healthy. Yeah, for me, this is my last stretch, so play me all 40 if you can. I'm not really worried about the minutes. I'm excited to try to win as many games as possible.
What about the defense today? You forced 21 turnovers and really took away a lot of things they wanted to do.
Just being aggressive, trying to, because we come talking, I think that's one of the biggest things we've done better this year, communication, whether it's on the switches, forcing turnovers that way, just being aggressive on the ball.